Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Joining me today, I have Grant Henderson, who is the General Manager of Bayleys Real Estate. Grant, welcome today.
Yeah, great. Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. Now, you're a busy person. I've caught you in the car. But real estate managers, you can talk anywhere, can't you, really?
Yeah, we can. It's great, actually. The opportunity to be safe and sound while driving using Bluetooth, and, of course, we pull over and we chat away confidently.
Fantastic. That's great. So I just wanted to get a bit of an idea of the state of things that are happening up and down the coast. Real estate at the moment, it's a hard one to predict. We've just gone through COVID. How did you guys cope with getting through COVID in your real estate business?
Yeah, look, that's a great question, and I've got to say we adopted a more philosophical approach where people didn't want to have sales thrust down their throats when we had other things to consider. Mm-hmm. So what we did was we just went on an information and value add type of scenario rather than look at the sale, look at this purchase.
Yeah.
And I think we just worked on relationships throughout that period because people were a little bit uncertain. What we have uncovered from there, though, of course, is that after all that pent-up demand, people are out in force purchasing real estate.
Yeah.
Property is still a fantastic catch, and, you know, the Kapiti Coast is the place for the most.
That is a good tagline, but it is so true. It just seems that there's not a lot on the market, and it seems like the prices are pretty high. So it would be a seller's market. Would that be fair to say that?
Yeah, you are completely correct. The dynamics at play in marketplaces are always supply and demand. Mm. And at the moment, we've got a low supply, one of the lowest we've had in a long historic time. We've got unprecedented, and that's a great word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interest rates at the moment, it's such a low rate. And so what we're finding is people can actually borrow and pay off a mortgage at the same level they'd be paying rent.
Yes.
And what we're finding is also people, in times of uncertainty, they're wanting somewhere to park their money, somewhere to park their soul, and that's real estate.
Yeah, because you're not getting any money out of the banks at the moment, if you're putting your money there.
Well, I think if you take inflation into account, you're actually at about 0% return in the bank.
So if you had also COVID has probably thrown us a little bit, but seasonally spring can be potentially a better time to put, say, your house on the market if you were selling. Do you have any thoughts on that? Do you get a rumble that you think there may be more on the market over spring, or you think it's still going to be pretty tight?
Again, a great question. What we are finding is we're getting a lot more requests for appraisals right now.
Okay.
So we have had a lot of people holding back, wondering what to do. And you're so right. The springtime is that time where you've got the daffodils out, the cherry blossoms shining, everything's looking great, and the confidence comes back in.
Okay.
One thing that's interesting is the election hasn't played as much of a part that we would expect at this time of year. Okay. It's more about the season and the weather and a bit more sort of security around what people are doing in their minds.
Yeah.
So the answer to that is yes, I think we will see some more property come to the market in the spring months.
And
However, in saying that, we have so many buyers left over from each campaign.
Yeah.
I reckon that'll be gobbled up pretty quickly.
Oh dear. So what can people do they probably don't need to do a lot at the moment if you're a seller in this market, but what can people do to maximise their return if they're selling a property? What are the things that really you should put your time and perhaps a little bit of money into investing before you put your property on the market?
Yes, so what we find is presentation is the biggest key that you can do. 3 things sell property: price, promotion, and presentation or position. Mm-hmm. And so you can't move the house from where it is to somewhere else, so we're fixed there.
Yep.
The presentation is something we can definitely fix, and something our very skilled sales consultants at Bayleys are very good at is assisting sellers with where to focus their attention on their existing property. And we always find a bit of depersonalisation. I like that word rather than declutter. Declutter feels that makes it sound like you're a hoarder, but we just depersonalise, add some value through some planting in the garden, tidying up the exterior of the property.
Yep.
And of course, staging, furniture, and even moving some of your existing furniture around to sort of change the spaces how they feel.
Yep.
And then, of course, there's the promotion. Where are we marketing the property? The more eyeballs that you get, the more opportunity you have to receive a price that you deserve. You and your home deserve a great price.
Where are these buyers mostly coming from? Are they coming up from the big smoke, so to speak?
We've actually just done. Again, that's a great question. We've got some good ones here today. We've what we've found is we've just looked at our buyer profiles, and about 58% of our buyers are coming from the regions. Mm-hmm. So that's a regional. So Wellington City pushing to Kapiti.
Yep.
The Hutt Valley pushing to Kapiti. And then our local buyers are around in that 30% mark.
Yep.
And the biggest single increase has been from national buyers. That's Aucklanders, Hamiltonians, people from Christchurch, etc., moving north. And as we said, the Kapiti Coast, it just offers such a lifestyle for people that it is top of the pops.
So our secret's got out. I blame you for that.
Sorry about that, everyone knows. But you know, I think the reality is that Kapiti will always maintain its sort of Sleepy Hollow, nice, relaxed environment. And that's because we've got such a wonderful beach environment there.
Yes.
But anywhere there's an infrastructure project that goes on in New Zealand or any city in the world, you see population growth.
Yeah. And more building as well, new buildings up the coast, a little bit further up north. So things will start spreading even further north, I would think.
Yeah, actually, Levin and Otaki have become very, very popular with people that are migrating north. So to explain that, if you'd sold in Wellington 10 years ago and you'd sold your family home, you'd moved to Kapiti, perhaps Waikanai or Paraparaumu, and now you're thinking, I wouldn't mind selling that asset. I want a little bit of money left in the bank for the camper van or whatever it might be you're going to do. So Levin shows, an extra sense of value, gives you some cash left over from your sale, and you've maintained a great lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's fantastic. Grant Henderson from Bayleys Real Estate giving us some good insight into this crazy, great sellers market that we have here, and people still want to buy on our beautiful coast. I can completely understand that.
Just with that, for our buyers that are out there, please don't lose faith.
That's a great thing to say. Yeah.
Stay strong and keep in touch, because we will give you the opportunity, as we do to all our buyers, to have a go at a property, and we will guide you on the best mortgage broker, the best builder's report, all the information you need to make an educated decision. We're here to help you with that as well. So, of course, we've got sellers, but we've got buyers, and you need both to make a deal happen. Absolutely. We're here to help you both on both sides of the coin to get the property you wish.
Absolutely. And the best place for people for buyers and sellers to get hold of you is best to have a look on the website to find the most appropriate office or people to talk to?
Yeah, sure. You can go to the website, bayleys.co.nz, or you can simply pop in to see us at Raumati Village. We're there in the Bayleys office there in Raumati Village, and we're here to help anytime. Pop in, have a coffee, come and say hello. We'd love to see you.
That's fantastic. That's great, Grant. I might do that myself.
Please come in.
Will do.
And Bayleys, selling the most on the coast for the best place to live.
Fantastic. Grant, I really appreciate your time today.
106.3 Beach FM.